It isn't Stephen Harper's pig-headed arrogance that upsets me the most in his handling of Omar Khadr, but the knowledge that way too many Canadians who must also believe in Santa Claus, even though he repeatedly violates rules governing international airspace, unquestionably buy the primary school level logic that Omar Khadr is guilty because some biased American authority says so. Even though law experts have lined up to condemn the entire Guantanamo process and Canada's abdication of responsibility to look after its citizens. Never mind that the Canadian government is practically gleeful in its pride over how it treats someone who was only 15 at the time, in a grand fuck you to the international conventions outlying trials of child soldiers to which Canada is a signatory. This is the Harper Archipelago after all, and goddammit, democracy is whatever the hell he says it is. Lawyers know that evidence like the fact that it was an American grenade that killed Sergeant Speer, and not anything that Khadr possessed, is meaningless in this movie version of Alice in Wonderland, as written by Kafka. And if the comments on the media sites are anything to go by, I'm swimming in a sea of fear and ignorance. That's what you get for killing someone, is a common theme. Even though an actual unbiased trial would be a slam dunk in Khadr's favor. In this universe, he's plea bargaining in order to avoid life in prison in extraterritorial space. Life in Guantanamo is the life of the undead, and to the untrained eye of conservative supporters, Khadr's life is neither here nor there. 8 years he's plea bargained for. 8 fucking years. On the top of the 8 he's served. There's no time served in Alice and Kafka land, so he'll serve 16, which, if you're Mullah Omar, is fitting as it delays his reunion with the 72 virgins. But for someone who is likely innocent, it's just tragic and insulting to the rest of us who believe in a just Canada. We should have insisted on his return a long time ago. The Supreme Court of Canada certainly did. But Stephen Harper is happy to tell them to fuck off too. The Americans actually wanted to, no, begged us to take him back. But Harper would have none of it. It wouldn't play to his base. Justice isn't worth pissing off the 35% of the people who vote for him at election time. God, how I don't want to live in that world. The frontline ministers, Lawrence Cannon, Foreign Affairs, Vic Taves, Public Safety, and Peter MacKay, Defense, who I think is still acting out all this time after getting dumped by Belinda Stronach, have no interest other than towing the party line. Nuance need not apply. I'll give you this much. The rest of the Khadr family is pretty nasty. You'd think his mother would shut up already about how Americans should die. Omar Khadr is suffering for nothing more than the sins of his parents. And that's just tragic. For rabble.ca, I'm not Rex Murphy.